Welcome to Mythical More. You're trying to park in a city, and the sign says all types of stuff. You're trying to figure out if you're going to get a ticket or get towed. Woo, that's bad.
Been there.
We got you in the competition to see who can find out if we can park here faster.
But first,
Who can park here faster?
let's check our voicemail.
Hey, Red and Link. I actually had a question for Red. How much would it cost to buy your hair? I know it's a weird question. Name your price.
Are we talking about a strand?
All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
Talking about the beard?
Nope, just the hair. It grows back. Name your price. Like, really.
To shave my head?
To shave your head and sell it to this guy.
So we would have to do a cost-benefit analysis on the level of complications that me shaving my head would unleash on this company. So there would be a graphics. Let me just to give you a little idea. There would be the design team would have to meet, and they would have to be like, okay,
That's true.
This is really screwing up the designs that we are currently working on, because now you've got a shaved head, and if you're growing it back, we have to account for the growing out of your hair over a period of time. And I just feel like the extra hours that it would just add to that team's schedule alone.
Have to be quantified.
Yeah.
Just say a cool 10 mil, man.
10 million.
$10 million.
There we go. I said it.
Now,
I get half.
I don't know how the racing is going to really... I mean, like, there's two answers. You either can park there or you can't.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
So you could just guess early without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that, man.
Has it? Okay, I got to say, as someone who moved from a small town and well, a medium-sized town before living in Los Angeles, and never, ever thought about parking or parking signs. In Fuquay, at least when we lived there, it was like there was a lot, and that was where you parked. You parked in the parking lot. And if you went to Raleigh, maybe you needed a parking sign, but it not often.
You're saying Fuquay is a medium-sized town?
Yeah.
There's probably
Bowie's Creek is a small
people that live there.
So you would say, like, Greensboro is like a big city.
No.
I'd say it was a city.
Greensboro's a city, though.
Okay, town is what's your...
Greensboro is a small city. Here's the thing. The very first week, the very first year in LA, I got the most parking tickets I've ever gotten in LA. In the very first week, I was like, oh, there's a sign, there's a pole with a sign, things pointing different ways, saying different things, and they seem contradictory. And I was like, is this this is like some new mind game.
And there's a sign underneath. Like, let's give us one.
These are...
Yeah. See all
okay,
those
yeah. This first one's, I think, very LA.
So what day of the week is it?
This is going to be it's 4 a.m. on a Monday. You had quite a night. Bars close at 2, but you went to a friend's house.
All right, warning neighborhood watch. Yep, so don't do anything shady.
No, you cannot park there unless you have the
I haven't
permit.
even looked at
This is I get so frustrated with this sign because you'll be somewhere on the west side only, as far as I'm concerned, and you're trying to go to a restaurant or something in West Hollywood or somewhere, and you're like, well, I'm gonna go and park on one of these neighborhood streets that's next to the place. They all have that freaking sign, this third from the top, meaning if it's 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., you cannot park there unless you have a permit district number 78 or whatever.
No, but that's 8 a.m. to 6. That's during the day. No parking nightly. This is simple. The red one in the middle overrides everything, because then during the day, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., you can park for 2 hours. Oh, yeah. But the permit...
Unless it's street cleaning, which is what the top one is.
I bet you if you have permit number 78, you can park there at night because it means you live in the neighborhood and you applied for a permit. It's not clear.
I don't think so.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that.
No.
I'm telling you.
You can park there for 2 hours You can park there longer if you have the permit, but you cannot park overnight there, even with the permit. No parking.
That's what it says. I agree with you. That's what it says.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
Accurate.
think they're in the right order. If it's Monday morning, don't park here, no matter what. But if it's not Monday, move on. No parking at night. Yep. If it's not after 6 or before 8, if it's after 8 a.m. but before 6,
And if it's
move on.
4 a.m. on a Monday, you can't park there. And if you do park there, you're going to be in a world of hurt because that street sweeper is going to sweep you right up. That's what they do. They sweep you right up.
There you go. There you go. So we got that one.
Okay, I think this is like our basic.
That was basic.
I think.
I see
Let's
that
see the
one all
next
the time.
one.
Okay. Now let's go.
Oh, no.
Oh, now this one's blurry.
I'm told that the blurry part says Monday through Saturday.
Okay.
That little
So
green strip.
what time of the day is it?
It's gonna be Sunday at 10 a.m. and you're parking to the right of the signs.
Brunch.
Sunday 10 a.m. No parking 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. You're fine there. It's 2-hour parking 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
This
and
is
11 a.m.
But that's just Monday to Thursday, Friday on the sign.
Monday to Saturday.
So
And then which one's Sunday?
the second
The second column is Sunday. The first column is Monday through Saturday. The
So
second column
you got to
is
wait an
Sunday.
hour to park there.
okay, so here's what I would say. I would say it's 10 a.m.
Yeah.
I would park to the right, and I would say I have until 1 p.m. before I have to think about this again. That's what I would do.
Correct.
That's what I would do.
That is correct.
Because 10 a.m.
Before 11
But
a.m.,
it says-
it's parking all you want.
Yeah, on Sunday.
And if there's not a meter, and usually there's not a meter when there's a sign, right?
Not necessarily. and there's a lot of different meters.
But the meter usually makes the rules for you, is what I'm saying. I don't look at the signs.
Well,
if there's a
unless
meter,
it's
'cause
one of
I'm
the-
trusting the meter.
No, but sometimes it's not a meter. It's just that machine that you have to go up to and put your license plate in.
And sometimes it's an app.
And sometimes
It's
there's a
starting to be an
number
app.
on the
On the
street.
Sometimes there's a number for the lot for the space. Sometimes there's not. And somehow they always know everything about you. And they'll ticket you, boy.
But if you don't have a meter, and you just saw this sign, how long would you be willing to push it before you think they're going to figure out that you've been there longer than 2 hours? Because that's where it gets a little bit into a gray area. 'Cause they
You
don't
have
know.
to do some guessing about the
20 minutes.
parking attendant and like when they start marking tires or if they do.
I'd go until 3 p.m. before I checked it again. I'm pushing.
You're
2
saying,
Whoa.
wow,
No, you can't do that.
that's bold. Well, where do you think
That's
this
an
is?
additional-
Why are you making that choice?
Hour?
because I am really enjoying brunch.
That's
I've had
a long-ass
couple
brunch.
of mimosas, and I don't want to have to get up and then go out there and then move it. It's gonna ruin my vibe, Stevie.
Okay, so you think
ticket
they
Would really
mark
ruin your vibe.
your tires at 1 p.m. and that you're safe until 3?
I don't think they mark. I think they're gonna mark my tires. I think they're gonna mark my tires at 2.
And can I What are they marking? How are they marking the tire? Like what information is contained in that mark?
If you moved your tires or not. So you could technically, like, if they're not marking, they could like take pictures, but if they're
So they're marking the tire and the ground.
yeah.
And
Also,
so that it
actually,
lines
I
up.
agree. If it's a Sunday, you're right. I don't think the city can afford to pay as many people, and or maybe they're not out on a Sunday.
They're brunching as well.
I don't know. I bet you they're analyzing how many parking tickets they're generating on a Sunday, and then they
That's true.
They throw the people out there to ticket accordingly. It's a cost benefit analysis.
Did you know this is an interesting parking fact that in the city of Chicago, there's a great YouTube video. I think the name of the channel is Climate Town, which I really like and highly recommend.
Climate Town.
He does mostly like climate change stuff, but he's a comedian and it's very funny and very informative. But he has this one video about the parking situation in Chicago and how the city of Chicago sold its parking rights to a venture capital firm for like $75 billion or some crazy. It was just some insane amount of money. It was several billion over 75 years, I think is what it was. I can't remember the numbers.
So then it was up to the private firm to determine.
And then they turned around and a private firm owns all the parking space and they did what people who are just out to make money do, and they just raised all the rates and they took away like space that during the pandemic had a lot of space in cities had turned into like, oh, a restaurant now has like seating out there where you used to park, and they took that away, and it's just it's actually
Capitalism at work.
crazy. It's a crazy situation, but they've been able to like carve some of it back. But just be thankful that you're not trying to park in Chicago. If you think LA's bad, watch that video.
It's expensive in Chicago, but is it this confusing?
Probably.
I don't know.
Probably.
Okay, let's see the next one.
Oh, look at all this. Good gosh.
Look at the dates.
So even before you tell us, see, you automatically look at I always look in the upper left. I think I'm reading. Tow away, no parking Tuesdays. And first of all, this is tow away. So you don't play around with this.
Yeah, that's why it's red.
Tuesdays, what day are we talking about? Go ahead and give us the thing.
Thursday, August 20th at 9 p.m. 9:30 p.m. 9:30 p.m.
No parking.
August 20th at 9:30?
Third Thursday of each month, 3 to 8 p.m. Good gosh. So August 20th is literally on here, so.
Yeah, but we're outside of that window of 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. We're not going to get towed. I don't know what's happening on those days, and I'm realizing now that they have to change those dates every single year, which is
Wonder what they're protecting.
the third. Is there like a club that meets, and they have seen it in their best interest?
I've
to
never
make
seen this.
I've never seen it.
Do we know where this is?
We're gonna look it up.
That's correct.
You're correct though. You can park.
Third Thursday of each month.
Monterey.
You
Big
can
little lies indeed.
you can park there until 10
Little
a.m.
Lies
the
takes
next day.
place in Monterey.
You can park there until 10 a.m. the next day because it doesn't start being 1 hour parking until 9 a.m. the next day.
And if the next day is Sunday or a holiday, just yeah.
No. August 21st is Shepard's birthday. So the next day is a holiday. I'm parking all day the next day.
Oh crap, that one's wild. Let's see another one.
Sundays and holidays accepted.
Woo. No stopping. What's the difference between parking and stopping?
That's like this is like rush hour times, so you can't even pull over.
Yeah.
Because they make it a lane. Yep. I hate it when I'm in that right lane and then somebody's parked there for too long, and then everybody's got to get over because it's not.
See that's like, why wouldn't? Oh, is that a towing thing at the top? It doesn't say tow, but that's
It is implied.
So if you stop,
I've
they're going to
never-
scoop you up and tow you.
I wish, but
Have you been
like you
have you
said.
been towed in LA?
no, I've been booted in Austin though.
Towed in LA and booted in Austin.
Country
That
music
was
song right there.
infuriating. I unleashed. Did not win, but I unleashed.
I've been
And it was in a
towed in
parking garage.
Raleigh. Oh,
Yeah, Austin will frickin' get you.
I've been towed in LA.
What was the scenario?
Honestly, I cannot remember. I don't remember the specifics, but it was very much misreading a sign. It was, and this is like maybe year 2, and Jesse and I were going somewhere. I misread the sign. We go back out. I'm like, car's gone, and then you really start panicking because you're like, hold on, am I like lost?
Yeah, that's not a good
And
feeling.
then you got to figure out what do you do? And usually there is some information on one of the signs
Yeah.
about who to call if it gets towed. And there was, and I figured it out and I called, and you have to pay, I don't know, it's like over $200.
Yeah.
Oh, they're holding it hostage,
sure.
and when you go to pay, it's a shady situation.
Yeah.
Like, your car is literally in some like prison yard.
You feel like a real
with
bad
razor
boy.
wire.
Real
and,
bad boy.
And there's the person who's taking your money is behind bulletproof glass.
Because they're dealing with mad people. You think the people at the airport counter have it rough?
Yeah, this is a bad
The
job.
person at the tow place.
The tow cashier.
I'll say the last interaction the three of us had together with the person behind the counter in the airport was not great. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Grumpy.
It was a little bit grumpy. I did. You turned to me at that time. I was like, somebody's having quite a morning.
Yeah.
They worked at a ticketing counter at a airport.
Also-
I thought they were doing.
Well, no, I mean, just like I thought
Oh,
that
right.
we were really
Well, we
just
did have a
bringing
bag that
happiness.
weighed 100 pounds.
Well, that was prior to that
They saw it.
interaction.
They knew what was coming. They looked at us and they were like,
That's
big
true.
bag boys.
You know what? They'll also tow you in LA for like part of your car hanging into the sidewalk at all, and then if part of your car is hanging into anyone's driveway, there's a lot of
The driveway thing is big.
yeah.
Yeah, you can't block somebody's driveway.
Okay, but where are we parking? What time?
Sunday at 4 a.m.
So first of all, the top sign, you can stop there Sunday. 2-hour parking
I think we can park there all day on Sunday because it's not Monday through Friday.
to the left or the right, though.
Either
You said Sunday at what time?
4 a.m.
Oh, I'm good to go.
Anywhere.
You are good.
Park away.
But the passenger loading zone, 8 p.m. to 3 a.m.
You can't leave your car. You got to be in the car.
Who are we dropping off at 2 a.m.? Who are we loading?
Somebody whose car got towed.
I would love to know where this is.
Let's see.
I
What?
got towed in a situation like that with the passenger loading zone because it was valet on Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh, valet.
The valet got you.
Okay. One more. We're good at this. Oh! No parking 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Thursday. Street cleaning. Tow away school days. No stopping
What
Monday
day-
through
what day are we
Friday.
parking?
Saturday at 8 p.m.
It's not a school day.
It's not Tuesday. It's not a school day.
School day exceptions, Monday through Friday. School business, you can park for 15 minutes. How do you know you're on school business?
Okay, 1 hour parking non-school days, which is Sunday
12.
through Friday at 6. But then there's no stopping Friday 6 p.m. through Sunday, so we cannot park there at all on a Saturday for some reason.
Correct. You cannot park there.
Now, if
Good
we have a
gosh.
permit exempt
Yeah, do
for,
we-
we can do whatever the hell we want.
Do we want that? We were the principal at that point, I guess.
And I think where this is, based on the context, we are next to obviously we're next to some kind of school, but also some kind of park situation, and there's like a city permit for the 4, that's the 4, and they can park there whenever they want to. But nobody else can.
Yeah. Did we solve it? We did?
Yeah, you're great. You're solid.
I think this should be a board game
Fun.
or a card game.
Fun.
Like you start playing cards that are like the different signs, and you're
you
kind
keep-
of trying to
throwing out new
you're trying to
signs.
make it where people can't park there, so you can like collect their
I
money.
love this.
It could work.
It's called Meter Made Me Do It.
Meter made me do it. Go behind the scenes of the Good Mythical Tour with our new documentary available now on the mythicalsociety.com.